Dr. Shireen.
She's like a breath of fresh air, young, spirited, enthusiastic and driven. The founder CEO of Kinis Software Solutions, a specialized e-learnings company, Anisha Singh is hoping her double masters in political communications and information systems management comes in handy in taking her to the top. Witty, vivacious and a go-getter. Meet 28-year-old Anisha Singh, the CEO of Kinis Software Solutions. Life for this graduate from the Delhi College of Art did a 360 when she moved to the US. Double MA in Political Communications and an MBA in the Management of Information Systems put her on track as an entrepreneur. She started her career with sales and followed that up with a stint at Capitol Hill for National Women's Business Association. But in September 2004, with an eye on the growing e-learning market, Anisha decided to head home and start Kinis Software Solutions.
I think it's all about chances and opportunities that come your way, and I got the opportunity to learn about political communication, and I applied for that particular course, and that was the only school I applied to, and I got in there. And then after that, once I got done, I took an elective while I was working with Clinton on the Hill. I took an elective in this woman entrepreneur course at the business school. And you know what? I haven't turned around and looked at anything ever since. I've just been in software, went into a very specialized focus. You know, I went into e-learning and just stuck with that.
So why didn't you really carry on with politics? Because you worked on Capitol Hill, you worked with Bill Clinton. Why didn't you want to continue sort of doing political communication, working on maybe e-campaigns? Why e-learning really?
You know, someday I'll find a way to merge the two. Software moves a lot faster, and I think at the point that I'm at, I like that pace that, you know, the world moves so fast. You're always doing so much more in software.
So how did you actually think of coming back to India, getting into the software business, getting into the e-learning business specifically? You worked with the Oracles and the Ciscos and the Accentures of the world, but how did your own software company, your own e-learning business come about?
I knew that I wanted to come back to India and do something on my own. So by that time I knew that I was going to start something on my own. I didn't think I'd move back into software because by that time I was pretty sick of software. But when I came back, I started getting a lot of calls from companies, and they started talking about e-learning and how, you know, I had been consulting around that. And so when I started, it was just the two of us, and we started consulting around it. And, you know, since then I've just sort of taken off, never looked back.
What started as a homegrown company with 17 members on board is all set to double its numbers. Growth this year has come by not only by providing high-end e-learning solutions to companies in the US and UK, but also by tapping the growing demand in the domestic market.
The company is very homegrown. When I started the company, it was started as a mini consulting firm, and the first assignment that we got was from actually a partner company that I used to work with in the US. And then the second assignment that we got was a really big project that we did, which was taking an entire book and moving it online. And for that, you know, it was suddenly we seemed like a company overnight, because we started recruiting people, and you know, we went from a 2-person team to being 15 just overnight. Yeah. But my only thing when I started the company was, I'm going to get good people that stay on here forever, because I am going to take this company on for a long term. I'm not one of those focused CEOs who can tell you, oh, I will have an IPO in 5 years, or I hope that happens. But I can tell you that I do expect or hope that my employees stay happy and my clients stay happy.
So where exactly is the focus area at this point in time? Are you looking more at the domestic market? Are you looking at the US market, where you have a lot of experience and, you know, you have sort of references and clients? What exactly is the mix of the business at this point in time?
US has become such a refined market. They know, they're advanced in terms of e-learning. They understand when you go in and pitch to clients, they know exactly what they need. European market or the domestic market, they're still growing. They're still understanding what e-learning is. So the perfect balance would be to have clients in the US, but I definitely want to try and grow the domestic market, which is what we're actively doing now.
The next big leap will be climbing the value chain. Anisha is aiming to focus on specialized verticals like healthcare, biotechnology and pharmaceuticals.
खुद भी कोशिश करिए कि आगे बढ़ने की, कुछ करने की, और अपने बच्चों को भी वही सिखाइए। स्पेशली कई बार ये होता है कि अगर बॉय है और लड़की और लड़का है, उसमें डिफरेंस होता है।
And there is life beyond business for this 28-year-old. She helps non-profit organizations like Disha, Eye Care Foundation and American Red Cross. She's also working on computer literacy projects for the underprivileged. Also in the pipeline, a counseling helpline on issues relating to STDs and depression for the youth.
Right now we're doing e-learning in general, but you know, there's a lot that we can offer to a lot of different sectors, which is healthcare or biotechnology or pharmaceutical. And I want to take this company into very specific verticals, which is we either go into pharma and e-learning, which is a it's a very specialized field, but it's a field that has room for a lot of growth if people actually look at it. So I want to take it into a very specialized vertical. Once I think that we're big enough to do that and we have the expertise to do that. I'm hoping to double in this year, you know, where we are. And I think the market going the way it is, we can definitely do that. E-learning is growing really fast, you know, even though it's a small industry, it's going at the rate of 25%. There's a lot of work that's being shifted to India from different places. Within India, within the domestic market, there's suddenly a realization, even within the government, that they've got to do more around e-learning and taking schools and you know, K through 12 and universities, taking them online.
While getting in more clients is her top priority, Anisha is also open to private equity funding to help with her expansion plans. While it may seem like all work, Anisha does manage to juggle her schedule to include what she loves: water sports, yoga and hiking. A full life, that's this young Turk's mantra.
Employee-wise, we will double this year for sure. You know, where we've done a good job at being self-sustaining. We will look towards funding, I think, end of this year, and hope to grow it to a much bigger place than where it is right now.
Are you talking to private equity players? What do you VC funding? What kind of funding are you actually looking at this point in time?
I am not talking to anybody. I'm weighing
Are
out.
people talking to you?
I've had people come talk to me. I'm weighing out options right now. I want to be a little smarter about this than I was about my career path, which is sort of just jump everywhere through.
At this point in time, if you could change anything about the way that you function at work or the way that you have been sort of leading your life, what would it be?
Wow. I love my life. I wouldn't change a single thing when it comes to my personal life. As far as work, I think my employees would be able to tell you better on what they think I need to change.
Anisha, thanks very much for speaking to us on Young Turks today. We wish you the very best of luck with the company, and we do hope you acquire all the patience that you are looking for.
Thanks a lot, Sherry.
There we take a short break on Young Turks, but another young achiever coming up right there. Stay with us. You're watching Young Turks on CNBC TV 18.